So I played hockey growing up, and while I was playing, like in the sweet spot for age range, the movie The Mighty Ducks came out, and The Mighty Ducks was it was such an awesome story for a young hockey player to watch because. I mean, it was this ragtag bunch of kids who were from like the most neglected district in Minneapolis or whatever, coming together and becoming the league champions of, and these like huge heroes of the local hockey league against all odds, right? And it's great storytelling, right? It's super fun storytelling. It's these underdogs who are coming out on top, and we all love that story. And today I'd like to talk to you about how important this deeply resonant underdog story is for you as a copywriter, as a marketer, as someone who puts together messages that are meant to sell. These are the proven direct response marketing, copywriting, and entrepreneurship success strategies you can use today to write your own ticket and create the life you want. I am Furr, and this is Breakthrough Marketing Secrets. Now, here's today's breakthrough. So underdog stories aren't just about the Mighty Ducks in Hollywood and whatever. In our lives, we all feel like underdogs. And your prospect, for whatever selling message you're trying to put in front of them, whatever market you're in, whatever marketing or whatever product or service you're trying to sell, your prospect feels like an underdog in some way. They feel like they don't get the respect that they deserve. They don't get the recognition they deserve. They don't get all the positive accolades that they deserve because, even for any success that they have, they know that they're capable of so much more. And if it weren't for the fact that the whole world was stacked against them and other people had all these advantages, that they'd be sitting pretty right now. And whether or not that's true, the reality is that most of us believe that. And, those who don't believe it are probably pretty, I don't know, they are either at the top of the world and they have a very accurate view of reality, or they're completely delusional. But the majority of us, we do believe that we are the underdogs in whatever scenario, right? And what do we ultimately want? Like in the Mighty Ducks, right? What do we watch that movie? We watch that movie with that ragtag bunch of kids who can't play together as a team and can't play hockey well and are just goofballs. We watch that movie hoping against hope that they will triumph in the end. And that's how we want the underdog story to go. We want that underdog to triumph. We want that underdog to win it all. We want that underdog to become a champion in the end, that, they're faced with adversity, they're faced with challenges, they're faced with struggles, but we want them on top in the end. And the reality is that makes a really good selling story. Like if you're doing marketing, copywriting, sales, whatever, the underdog who triumphs, the underdog who has a problem, that problem is agitate. Like I'm going to go through my PISA formula, which I go through so often here. That underdog who has a problem, it's agitating. Other solutions have been invalid, and then they find the solution and they take action and they get the results, right? That underdog's triumph is a huge selling story, and it's a huge insight into what our prospects want, what they want to experience. If we think about it from the perspective of our prospects feeling like the underdog, though, it adds a whole different layer of understanding that we can apply. So if we think of our prospects, like they want to connect with that person who is the underdog, that person who's in the challenging situation that's as bad or worse than their current situation. Like they want to see somebody who has been in rags, right? Who ends up in riches. So they want to hear the story of that person who was facing this challenge, and then through whatever, scenario, they end up discovering the product, the service, whatever goes into the offer, right? They end up discovering that. And once they discover that person, that underdog, not the product, not the service, not the marketer, that person, the underdog who the prospect associates themselves with, the prospect wants to see that person become the hero of the story, the underdog who triumphs. And yeah, the product can be that person's secret weapon. It can be like that thing that's kind of working behind the scenes to help them achieve what they want to achieve. But it's about the prospect's journey, and it's about the underdog's journey, and the prospect feeling associated, feeling like they connect with that underdog. And so the prospect wants to see the underdog become the hero, with the product as playing an important role, right? But the product, the service, the marketer, the person who's selling it is never the hero. They're not the rescuer. The underdog rescues themselves. And so it's not about you. Like if you're telling a story and you're telling a selling story and you're trying to convey to the prospect of like the power of the product, the service, right? It's not about you, the marketer, being the hero. It's about how the product or service can make them the hero, how that prospect can turn from underdog to hero, how they can transform, how they can triumph. And yeah, the product, the service is going to help them do that, but it's like the tool that they discover so that they can claim credit for the achievement. Because this is really about them. It's not about you. It's not about your product. It's not about your service. It's about their journey from underdog to hero. It's about their own underdog's triumph. And when you really nail that, like they feel such a sense of deep resonance with that it's like they see, I mean, honestly, going back to Mighty Ducks, when I was young and I was playing hockey and I would watch the Mighty Ducks, it was like, I would watch because, I was good, but I wasn't like a superstar on the ice or anything. And I would watch them and I would watch them go from like, nobodies, can't play really, into the best team in the league. And I would feel my own sense of triumph as I watched that movie. And that's part of why it resonated so well and why, my kids still watch it today and it's fun. And it's a fun story because we get to feel like that underdog who triumphs just by watching that story. And that's the journey that your prospects want to go on too in your selling messages. So let me know with a comment with this episode. On a scale 1 to 10, how valuable did you find this and why? What are your big takeaways? What are your action items? What are you getting from me that is of incredible value to you? Also, tap that like button before you go so you get more content like this delivered to you. And so the magical algorithms of the internet will share it with more people like you who will find it valuable. You can certainly share it with folks directly and subscribe before you go. You can subscribe here. You can also go to breakthroughmarketingsecrets.com, get my daily emails Monday through Friday, including these episodes and more exclusive content for email subscribers. And if you want to go deep in story selling, not just storytelling, but the kind of stories that lead to sales, showing up, more leads, more customers, more sales, more profits through your marketing, through your copywriting, through your advertising, through your selling messages, I do offer the Story Selling Masterclass as part of my BTMS Insiders training library. Check out the links with this episode. BTMS Insiders, it's like Netflix for copywriting and marketing training. So you pay a low monthly fee, you get access to everything, unlimited instant streaming access, and you can keep watching it all for as long as you are a member. There's currently over 100 hours of training there and more being added all the time, plus additional member benefits. Again, check out the links with this episode for more on the Story Selling Masterclass and BTMS Insiders. My name is Roy Furr. This has been your daily episode of Breakthrough Marketing Secrets. I hope that you've enjoyed this breakthrough. I always aim for a 10 out of 10 value. I hope that I've delivered it here, and I look forward to seeing you again in the next episode. See you soon. Bye. Thank you once again for tuning in to this daily episode of Breakthrough Marketing Secrets. Remember, check out the links with this episode for even more value. Now make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and engage in every way you can to keep this show going and growing and delivering daily value to you. I'll catch you soon for your next big breakthrough.